first challenge on the aggregation page is to, write a query that returns total weight, average weight, and the minimum and maximum weights for all animals caught over the duration of the survey. It's kind of a two-part question, but let's go. So we're going to go to surveys. We need some SQL, and we're going to get from the surveys table. Let's see, we want the total weight, so let's do sum weight, average weight, min weight, and max weight. That's pretty easy, if it works, of course. There we go. So they range from 4 grams up to 280 grams, with an average of about 43 grams. The second part of the challenge is to modify the query so that it outputs these values only for weights between 5 and 10. So let's try a where clause here. Let's see, where and I need to, let's put in some parentheses. Weight bigger than 5 and weight less than 10. I'm not 100% sure if this is going to work, but let's try it out and see. Yeah, there we go. So much smaller number, or average weight, minimum is between 6 and 9. So it worked perfectly. So what's happening here is that this where clause is filtering the rows of surveys, and then the aggregation functions are happening after that point. Okay, the second challenge on the aggregation page is looking at group by. So now what we've got our query that pulls out for everybody, but now what we want to do is have a look at some of these variables for by groups. So the first query is how many individuals were counted in each year in total. So I want to do count, and I'm going to use a group by year. So this tells me how many individuals captured in each year. There we have it. It was pretty straightforward. So now the second part of that is to further break that down by species. So I'm going to add a comma species ID. And now I get my counts broken down by year and species ID, but I'm only getting the count. Let's add year species ID to the select clause so that I actually can see what's going on. There we go. Now we can see which row corresponds to which species in which year. The second part of the challenge is to get the average weight of each species in each year. And let's see, and can you modify the above queries combining them into one? Well, pretty much, so what I really need to do here is just do, average weight, I think. Yeah, there we go. Kind of messy. Let's round that off. To the nearest gram. Well, let's nearest 10th. Why not? There you have it. And I'm going to put in an alias as well, just because I can. Very good. And there you have it. Challenge number 2. So for the third challenge, we need to write a query that returns from the species table the number of genus in each taxa, and only for taxa with more than 10 of genus. Okay, so let's so here we go. We've got select count. Oops. Count genus. Genus spelled with small letters. Genus. I'm going to keep putting them on individual rows because it just makes it easier to read. Went from species, so that's the table, where actually. Now we want to do having. Let's do this. N genus. Having n genus greater than 10. Oh, that's not going to work. That's going to count them all, isn't it? Okay, so I need to do group by, don't put an underscore, taxa. Okay, look at that. Except I don't know which taxa those are, do I? Oops. Here. Parentheses. Oh, I see. That has to be a comma-separated list. There we go. That'll fix it. There we go. So I had 13. There are 13 genera in birds, 31 genera in rodents. Now, just out of curiosity, I'm going to get rid of this last statement here. Well, apparently rabbits are not rodents. Didn't know that. Yeah, and that's the third challenge and final challenge that I'm going to give you the answer to on the aggregation page.